What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2011 movie Jack and Jill. So, in this movie, Jack Sadelstein, a successful advertising executive, lives in Los Angeles with a beautiful wife and kids, dreads one event each year, the Thanksgiving visit of his twin sister Jill. Jill's neediness and passive aggressiveness is maddening to Jack, turning his normal, tranquil life upside down. So, this movie is one that I've always enjoyed. I don't think it's near as bad as people say it is, but I also do get why people don't like it. I can see it and everything because it is overly silly and stuff, but I personally enjoy it. I think Adam Sandler does a great job at playing both Jack and Jill. I think he's funny as both of them and everything, especially Jill and everything. There's just something about him as Jill that cracks me up and everything, but she's also a really lovable character. And I think out of the two characters, Jill is the more likable one. Jack's kind of mean and everything. You kind of feel bad for Jill throughout the whole movie and everything, but if you have siblings, you can relate to the way they feel towards each other and stuff. It's relatable in a lot of ways. Everything. Anybody who has siblings can relate to how they feel at some point in their life anyway. The story is pretty good. I think the relationship between Jack and Jill is pretty well written. They do a good job at making them not really see eye to eye and get along. She's wanting to, but he doesn't and everything. And you see that throughout the whole movie, and you see their relationship change as it progresses throughout the movie, which you expect it to, but it's done really well and everything. I will say that I think Al Pacino is great in here too. He plays a over-exaggerated version of himself, and he is really hilarious in this movie and everything. He's falls in love with Jill, which is something you would never expect Al Pacino to do, a movie where he falls in love with Adam Sandler, but he did it, and somehow, for me, it worked and everything. I think it's absolutely hilarious, and it's silly as hell, but it's hilarious and everything. And I don't know how or why they got Al Pacino into this movie, but I'm glad they did. As far as negatives go, I do think most of the movie is really funny. There's a lot of really hilarious moments throughout and stuff. I love the part where Jill goes to the party with her friend and stuff and everything, the Mexican party and stuff. That was a lot of fun. When she's trying to ride the horse and the horse falls on and all falls and its legs spread out, I thought that was pretty funny and everything. And there's some really other funny moments throughout the movie, mostly with Al Pacino and stuff. I love the part where he answers the phone when he's on stage and he's quoting The Godfather and stuff, and the guy in the audience is like, "I think I'm going to cry." Stuff. It's a lot of fun. But there are some jokes in here that don't land too, especially the poop jokes. There are a lot of poop and fart jokes and stuff that just don't land in this movie and everything. I will say that's one thing that I don't like about some of the newer Adam Sandler movies, is they try to rely too much on potty humor. And this one does that quite a bit, and it gets where it's not as funny. And Nick Swardson is one of those actors that Adam Sandler works with who I just find obnoxious. And he's really obnoxious in this movie. Not as much as he was in Grown Ups 2, but still pretty obnoxious in this one. And I also wish they would have had Katie Holmes do more in this movie, because she's a really good actress and everything, and she just didn't really get to do much in here. She just kind of stood around smiling and looking pretty, and every time the camera does show her face, she looks like she's trying not to laugh. You can tell she's having a good time being there, but she just doesn't do much. She doesn't contribute much to the movie and everything. She has a few lines here and there, but she doesn't really do anything. And I just wish she would have been in the movie more and did more in it and everything. I also feel like her chemistry with Adam Sandler wasn't very great either and everything, and that's probably because of the age difference and stuff. They're a few years apart, a good 10, 15 years apart from each other, so that's probably why. They just didn't have the best chemistry. But all in all, I think Jack and Jill is rather underrated. It's still a fun movie, despite its flaws and everything. I don't think it's a perfect movie. It's not one of Adam Sandler's very best. It's not one of his worst either. It's one that I just always really enjoy. And to me, it is an Adam Sandler classic in its own right. It's just not it's not on the same level of some of his other classics. It's still a good one though, and everything. So I'm gonna say I give this one a 7 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable movie. It's not one of his best, definitely not one of his worst. It's not as far as bad as some people say it is. Like, I've heard a lot of people really crap on this movie, and I don't think it's near as bad as they say. It's just an okay movie. Yeah, or it's just a good movie, and everything. So I'd give, like I said, a 7 out of 10. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Jack and Jill. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.